The task of writing strong goals and objectives that will carry you through your practicum experience can feel a little daunting. It's a complex task. You have to think about where you want to see yourself at the end of your practicum experience, and then you have to plan accordingly. I'm going to give you a few tips in this quick video that will guide your goal and objective development. My first suggestion is that before you begin to write your goals and objectives, that you meet with your preceptor and talk about what you want to accomplish during your practicum experience. Ask your preceptor what their current workload looks like and what important projects they're working on. You want to align your goals and objectives with their workload so that you can maximize your ability to collaborate. You should use the nurse educator competencies as a framework to design your goals and objectives. You will select 3 or 4 of the competencies that you are interested in developing skills with. These competencies should also align with your preceptor's current work responsibilities. You'll use these competencies as a framework to creating 3 or 4 well-developed goals that will help you focus on your role development during your practicum experience. I want to remind you that your goal should be focused on you, and it should encompass one of the NLN's core competencies. This is a good example of how your goal should look as you write them. As you can see, this goal is focusing on the NLN core competency 1, which is facilitating the learning. It's important to be very clear when you write your goals so that your objectives can line up clearly. I want to remind you that all of your objectives should be SMART. They should be pretty specific to the goal that they're addressing. They should have some level of measurability so that you know you've accomplished it. They should absolutely be attainable in the course or time frame you set up. They should be relevant to what you're doing, and they should be timely. There should be some time frame accompanying your objectives so that you know what time frame you should use to accomplish them. As you begin to write your objectives, I want to remind you that all of your objectives should include verbs from Bloom's taxonomy at the application level or higher. As a graduate student getting ready to graduate and complete practicum courses, you should absolutely be applying new knowledge, analyzing it, evaluating it, and you may even create a few things. Challenge yourself in your objectives. And finally, I'm going to encourage you to avoid writing tasks and presenting them as your objectives. Tasks are activities that are simple, that you do once in one iteration, and then you're done. You check them off a list. Objectives are things that you do over a period of time that help you develop a specific skill, something you want to practice at to become proficient with. You want to avoid being overly simplistic in writing your objectives. This is an example of an objective that could work. I want to remind you that there should be a leading goal that covers the facilitation of learning that this objective would tuck under. This objective has the graduate student nurse facilitating one simulated learning experience for PICU staff nurses related to hand washing. And while this is one simulated learning experience, this is a complex process that simulation requires multiple steps. It's broad enough to work. As you begin to plan to tackle this assignment, I want to encourage you to make your goals and objectives new things for you. Remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And that ultimately is the goal of graduate education, to grow you from your BSN role to a graduate role. So you should be doing things that feel a little bit scary and feel a little bit big. That's how you're going to grow, and that's how you'll learn new skills. Be brave.